We've all met one. You're at a dinner party and someone mentions a viral clip or a spicy thread from earlier that morning. Everyone nods, except for the one. They give you a blank, peaceful stare and say those four words that feel like a glitch in the Matrix. I'm not on social media. Suddenly, the room shifts. There's a mix of awe, suspicion, and a tiny bit of who you think you are. It's like they just announced they live in a yurt and only eat dew. You find yourself wondering, wait, if you didn't post your vacation, did you even go? If a tree falls in the woods and you aren't there to tweet about it, does it make a sound? You might think you're out of touch or pretentious, but you're actually looking at a practitioner of digital asceticism, or what the kids are now calling JOMO, the joy of missing out. Welcome to the truth about the social media refuseniks, and why your brain treats their lack of an Instagram profile like a suspicious lack of a thumbprint. In the world of evolutionary psychology, being seen by the tribe used to be a matter of life and death. If you weren't in the loop of the village fire, you might miss the news that the mammoths moved south, or that the tribe decided you're the one who has to clean the caves. For thousands of years, social visibility equaled safety. Somewhere along the line, we took that survival instinct and outsourced it to a handful of companies in Silicon Valley. Now, your brain views a like or a share as a validation metric. We've been conditioned to believe that if you aren't logged in, you've effectively been exiled from the human race. But the people off the grid have figured something out. The village square is now a 24-hour shouting match where everyone is wearing a mask. By opting out, they aren't losing their tribe, they're just refusing to pay the attention tax. They've realized that being informed about what your high school lab partner had for lunch isn't actually a survival requirement. Why does it feel so weird to meet someone without an account then? It's because our modern world is built on the architecture of presence. We've designed a society where your digital twin does the heavy lifting for you. It maintains your reputation, archives your memories, and signals your status while you sleep. When someone deletes their apps, they are reclaiming their cognitive sovereignty. They're moving from a public-facing life to a private-first life. Research shows that people off social media often experience a significant drop in social comparison stress. They aren't constantly measuring their behind-the-scenes footage against everyone else's highlight reel. These digital ghosts aren't just missing out on memes. They're opting out of the variable reward schedule we talked about. They don't have a lot of slot machines in their pocket that dictates their mood for the day. While your brain is waiting for the next notification hit, their brain is relearning how to be bored. And boredom is the birthplace of actual creativity. Here's where the psychology gets a little tricky. For those of us still scrolling, the idea of quitting feels like social death. This is the irrational belief that if you aren't on the platform, your friends will simply forget you exist. It's like a child playing hide and seek who thinks that because they can't see you, they've disappeared. This is a classic case of fear of exclusion. Your brain takes the 0.5% chance that you'll miss a party invite and treats it like a total loss of community. But here's the secret sauce. People off social media often report higher quality, deep relationships. Because they can't passive lurk on your life, they actually have to call you. They have to ask, "How are you?" and actually listen to the answer, because they didn't see your 15-part story about your weekend. They're trading width for depth. They've escaped the availability heuristic, where we think we know people because we see their avatars. You think they're lonely. They're actually just busy having a conversation that doesn't require a hashtag. So the truth is, being off-grid isn't a sign that someone is a Luddite or a hermit. It's often a sign that they've set a high-value boundary on their time. Now, here are some ways to navigate the digital divide. First, understand the mirror effect. Usually, our annoyance with people off social media is just a reflection of our own digital exhaustion. We're a little jealous that they broke the spell. Secondly, embrace selective ghosting. You don't have to delete everything to get the benefits. Try the app-free weekend. prove to your lizard brain that the sun still rises even if you didn't document the sunrise. Then, prioritize high-friction connection. Instead of liking a post, send a text. Instead of a text, make a call. The more effort a connection takes, the more your brain actually registers it as a social win. And finally, use focus as a shield. The power of the digital ghost comes from their attention span. By not fragmenting their mind into 1,000 tabs, they've stayed grounded. And here's a pro tip. Your brain has incredibly sophisticated memory sensors. Have you noticed how you can scroll for an hour and remember nothing? That's digital amnesia. The people off social media are often better at encoding real-world memories because they weren't distracted by finding the right filter for them. The next time you meet someone who isn't on the grid, don't treat them like a mystery to be solved. Treat them like a traveler who found a different map. We're all part of the grand human connection. Sometimes that happens through a screen, but the most important parts, the laughter, the eye contact, shared silence, happen in the analog gap between the pings. Life is too short to spend it as an engagement metric for a corporation. You aren't boring if you don't post, you're just unrecorded. And there is a profound, quiet power in being the only person who knows exactly how good your day was. If this look into the silent side of the internet helps you feel a little less tethered to your feed, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We're building a community here where we can talk about the world, both the one on screen and the much bigger one, right in front of your face. I'll see you on the next one. And stay present, for the love of your brain. Put the phone in the other room.